If you've been asked to be a financial sponsor for an immigrant, then this video is going to be very important for you to watch and to understand, okay? This is a foundational video of immigration law specifically related to green cards. Hello, I'm attorney Lee Marvin, and I've been specializing in immigration law for over a decade. My main office is in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but I help families and individuals from any state in the country and really anywhere in the world, okay? If this is your first time watching my channel, please subscribe, okay? And click the notification bell so you get notified of other videos as they come up, okay? I will tell you to please wait until a few minutes away. I'm gonna give you very important tips, basically questions and answers to the most common questions about the financial part of the green card process. So you don't want to miss that, okay? So the green card process requires a lot of things, okay? There's a lot of documents that it needs. There's a lot of elemental basics to qualify for it, okay? But the most important, or the thing that's asked the most, is about the financial sponsorship part of it, okay? So the green card process requires both an immigrant sponsor and a financial sponsor. What does that mean? Well, the immigrant sponsor is a family member and can only be a family member. So that family member also is automatically the financial sponsor, okay? But there are times when that person cannot fulfill the obligations of the financial sponsorship. For why? Like when a sponsor happens to be a child and the child is in school and doesn't have the financial history to be able to show that they can support an immigrant, okay? So there are times when a co-sponsor must come into the process, also known as a joint sponsor, has to come into the process and show that they are supporting the immigrant financially to be able to have that person get a green card, okay? So what exactly are the requirements of a financial sponsor, okay? The person must show that their income is at least 125% of the poverty line. And that's a chart that the government provides for you to be able to see how much you have to make to meet that obligation. The government usually requires 3 years of tax returns and W-2s to be able to convince them that the financial sponsor makes enough money to support the immigrant, okay? There are other things that can be used to show financial stability. Liquid assets, okay? If you have a lot of money in the bank, if you have investments that can be reduced to liquid assets very quickly, then you can show that as well. You can also use documentation from work, from HR, from your employer, showing what your income is supposed to be, gonna be, and all the information to show that you are stable in that job, okay? So it's not just 3 years of taxes, there are other ways to do it, okay? So as I promised in the opening of this video, there's certain questions that come up all the time about this, and I want to provide those answers to you, okay? So basically, what are the obligations of financial sponsor? What is it all about? Why are they a sponsor? What does that mean? So the financial sponsor, and this is from immigration, to provide financial support in the event the immigrant seeks public assistance in the form of food stamps, Medicaid, SSI, or housing assistance. So those are the things that a financial sponsor is there to support the immigrant with, okay? So that is why you're a sponsor, okay? And again, if you're a family member and you can meet those requirements, that's great. If you need a co-sponsor, then that's what you are showing as the co-sponsor, that you are gonna support them. So the common questions we get are, will I get in trouble if the immigrant does not work after getting their green card? No, as long as that immigrant doesn't go on public assistance. That's the easy answer. You're not required to work as an immigrant, but 99.9% of immigrants end up working, okay? So it's not an obligation, but if you can't meet your financial requirements, then that's when you have trouble, okay? So question 2, will I be responsible for their debt, such as medical bills and credit cards? No, that is not what a financial sponsor is. You are not supporting them in everything they need to do in life. You just need to support them in case they take out public assistance. If they don't take out public assistance, you don't have to do anything, okay? So it's most common if somebody is seeking public assistance that honestly, the government doesn't usually seek reimbursement from a co-sponsor. I've never seen it in over a decade. I've never had it happen to one of my clients, but that is what you're agreeing to do. So if the immigrant takes out public assistance, that's what you need to watch out for. It's not medical bills. It's not their grocery bills. It's not anything like that. You're not required to do anything when it comes to supporting them with that, okay? How long does my obligation last as a financial sponsor? In short, until the immigrant is no longer a legal permanent resident, okay? So you're supporting them as long as they're a legal permanent resident. So when does a legal permanent resident no longer need to be supported or no longer considered a legal permanent resident? Well, the first and most obvious is when they become a citizen. So as soon as they become a citizen, your obligation is done. If they abandon their legal permanent residency in the U.S., your obligation ends. If they die, obligation ends. If they work for over 10 years in the United States, your obligation ends because clearly they've been able to support themselves for 10 years, so they're no longer dependent on a sponsor, okay? So again, this video was intended to give basic understanding of the financial obligations of a sponsor and a co-sponsor. It's not a deep dive into this process because there's a lot more information out there. I've released videos, so check out my channel for additional videos about this and related topics to the green card process. As always, speak to an immigration attorney before you do anything. Before you obligate yourself as a co-sponsor, you need to know what you're getting yourself into. You can call me, you can schedule an appointment. I would love to give you direct information about how this works. You just have to click on the link below in order to schedule that appointment with me, or check out my other YouTube channel videos for important information. I want to help you succeed and the immigrant that you're helping to sponsor.